Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. Today we have a project called Uranium with us for this AMA. Uranium is a very ambitious multi-chain layer 1 blockchain project encompassing social network and artificial intelligence. With that, I'd like to welcome Pisha, Vladimir, and Leah from the team. Great to have you guys here. If you guys can start out introducing yourself, give us a bit of insight on your background and experience, please.
All right. Thank you for such a warm introduction, and we're excited to be here on your answer all your questions and talk and tell you about our project that we've been working for quite a long time. So first of all, let me introduce you to Ilya. Ilya is the CFO of the project. He's on the video, if you can see it in a group. And he is also the marketing director, who is responsible for all the engagement on the project and stuff. Ilya, представься, расскажи о себе. He's gonna, be confused. I'm gonna be translating from English to Russian because Ilya speaks quite well in Russian, but he's still learning English. So that's why don't be confused. I'm going to be translating, and we'll go straight forward to Uranium. All right, Ilya. Привет.
Hi guys, my name is Ilya. I'm co-founder of the Uranium MultiChain project. Моя роль в проекте — это занимаюсь финансами, финансовый директор, да, творческая и идейная составляющая проекта. Я пишу технические документы, статьи и являюсь автором трилогии книг, которая одна из, первая часть уже написана, да, а также занимаюсь маркетингом и всевозможными другими делами.
Okay, so Ilya is not only the CFO, he is also a co-founder of the project, and he is responsible for all these creative ideas. And also he's the author of the trilogy book, which lies in the foundation of Uranium project. Actually, that's the 3 books about cyberpunk situation, which is happening in 53 years from now in future, where the Earth faces the problem with electricity. And that's the game which is going to be built on the Uranium multi-chain. So let's move forward. And Vladimir, can you introduce yourself? And Vladimir is a lead developer and the Uranium, and he will give you a brief introduction about what he's been accomplishing so far. Vladimir, are you with us?
Hello, my name is Vladimir. I'm a lead engineer in Uranium project, and I'm blockchain developer and backend developer. Также я занимаюсь разработкой проекта непосредственно с самого начала. Моя основная роль — это SEO проекта, вот, и разработка.
Yeah. So the Vladimir is not only the blockchain developer on the project, but he's willing to answer all your quirky questions regarding technology which lies inside of the multi-chain system here. All right. So, and me. So my name is Pavel, Pasha, and I'm here in the project helping guys to translate and make it more seamlessly, integrating this project and bringing it to the US, to English-speaking guys like you. And I'm going to be explaining to you more in details how the project is working and how it's appeared and why we think that it's something that you never seen before. Because we're talking about decentralized AI here. That's the main topic for today. Okay, guys. So, Cyril.
So Pasha, thank you for the introduction. Before we go on, I'd like to ask a few follow-up questions regarding the team. So Vladimir, he is currently the CEO and the technology officer. He's also a developer in the project. Is that correct?
That's totally correct.
And you have Leah, which is the CFO. And if I get it correctly, it's financial officer. So he's responsible for the finance and also marketing director. You said?
Yes, exactly. He's wearing two hats. So he's financial director and also the marketing director on the project.
Okay. Now with Vladimir, how long have you been developing? How long have you been a developer in the blockchain? And have you worked with any other big projects that the community may know?
Я занимался разработкой блокчейна, также был опыт создания других приложений на основе блокчейна. У меня опыт 4 года разработки на Solidity, а также большой опыт создания проектов на Golang.
So Vladimir actually is active developer of the blockchain project, which is quite well-known project lately. The idea of uranium and the technology involved here happened to appear due to his knowledge of Solidity for 4 years already. And he's also a Golang developer. So that's his main stack, which is, he's feeling like a fish in the water with this one.
Okay, so he's been a developer in the blockchain for 4 years, correct? And he worked at a project called Blockchain. Is that what you say?
Yes, he's a lead developer in the blockchain project. You can Google it. It's a project which allows to connect, and you can pay with the debit cards and credit cards. It's active and it's working, and all the system, so they're issuing the cards that you'll be able to use in every part of the world to pay with Bitcoins with your cards.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that. So this is not his first rodeo, not the first project.
Yes,
so that's
definitely.
Great. All right, perfect. Yeah, so I mean, you guys are very ambitious. You guys are multi-chain layer 1. And you guys plan on to go into many different chains as well. So yeah, let's start out. You guys can start out, give us an overview of what the project is about and why are you doing a multi-chain layer 1 project.
All right. Thank you, Sal. So let me start and give you a brief intro. So Uranium, as I told you, it's a decentralized neural network. And why it's multi-chain? Because it combines 5 different blockchains, mainly Ethereum, Arbitrum, Uranium Proof of Stake, and Uranium Proof of Work, and Binance Smart Chain as well. So the whole idea, as you know, recently AI is kicking in, and you probably heard about OpenAI and ChatGPT and Midjourney, Stability, and all other creative neural networks that are around with us. But all of them are facing one main issue, is when you're preparing these algorithmic models, you need a lot of power, a lot of GPU power to learn to teach the models for the AI experience which they are bringing. That's why the Uranium is brought the idea of all people who are using the GPUs nowadays, as long as Ethereum is getting away from the proof of work to proof of stake and removing the need of people to use the GPUs. And the other part of the world is in real need of GPUs. It's the AI, because nowadays you need a lot of power to make the models so attractive as ChatGPT. And so the guys already implemented and developed It's everything works. You can check that. You can check the website of the Uranium. It's insane. So they created a bridge which unites proof of stake and proof of work. So when the miners are giving their power, giving their GPUs to the Uranium project, this power is used to teach the mathematical models for AI, and they are being rewarded definitely with a coin, with a Uranium coin, and it's also connected with a bridge with proof of stake, where people can stake their coins and get leverage with the staking. So they can validate the nodes, they can stake API there, and this bridge actually maintains the ability of how many, what's the difficulty of the network should be of the miners to match the number of validators and match the number of transactions going on in a blockchain. The other ambitious thing is that they managed to get 10,000 per second fast transactions. It's extremely, with extremely low gas fees, and it brings incredible experience. All the miners and access to the network is available through the doc section on the Uranium website. You can start your own miner and connect to the Uranium network. Everything can be tested and will be available. The coins are going to be start mining after the pre-sale is going to be finished. So the miners will be available, will be able to mine the Uranium coins. But what's most important and what's most exciting is that you can actually now try how this whole network generates AI. The Uranium has its own AI bots, chatbots in Telegram, which you can use right now and prompt them, ask them to generate an image or help you with a text. And it's incredible how it works. So far, as I know, the network featuring 5 nodes, that's enough for security reasons for proof of stake protocol. But they're still looking to extend the number of validators in the proof of stake engine and proof of stake blockchain to around 15, and later it should go up to 150 validators. The other interesting thing, which probably not more like people know about Uranium, is that it's functioning. So you can connect with your Metamask or with your Trust wallet through the web-free interface on the main website, and you can get access to the wallet and make transactions as well there on the website. The team, I'm going to be asking questions to the team now. So I got you the quite detailed introduction about the Uranium nowadays, but I would like to give Q&A questions that I have from my side to the guys, and they're going to be explaining to you, and I'm going to be translating their answers. All right? Settle, how are you with that?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, Basha. Yeah, that was a good overview of the project there. I do have some follow-up questions for you.
Sure.
So as you mentioned, you guys' blockchain is consists of PoS, which is proof of stake, and proof of work at the same time, right? Usually,
exactly.
Like a blockchain like Ethereum, it started out as PoW, proof of work, then it migrated to PoS for energy efficiency, and just to avoid that 51% attack, right? We all know about PoW because you can
exactly.
get 51 attack by pooling the 51%. So now you guys are the first project that I know that's building a layer one with both POS and POW. What is the reason for that?
All right, that's a very good question. And as I try to explain in brief, definitely why the uranium needs the proof of work in the first place. It's because of GPUs. It's because of the video cards that people have that they will be providing for the massive educational mathematical thing that the that the uranium needs for its neural network. Because nowadays, as you know, all the big companies, they have their nodes located in their servers located in one place, and they educate with their huge number. Like if you know the price of one GPU, like Tesla A100, it costs insanely amount of money, and some of our already participants in the mining, they are providing such a GPU, and that allows the project to utilize their power to educate the system. On the other hand, the proof of stake, why it's needed in this blockchain as well, is because people want to stake and they want to validate transactions as well. And it's very ambitious because the hardest goal for the team was to combine both blockchains to work together. That's why the bridge came in. And Uranium Bridge is something sophisticated, actually. That, as I told you, it combines proof of work and proof of stake and manages the difficulty of the proof of work network that allows this bridge to balance the number of coins that are generated by the blockchain and the difficulty with a proof of stake protocol that's been working with a staking. When people invest money, for instance, or they want to stake for API for liquidity. So that's the main reason, because we as we know, the Ethereum went from proof of work to proof of stake, but they were going to with a different approach. Ethereum doesn't need this mathematical, highly costly and highly valued GPUs. They just need to validate transactions. But uranium, it's based on neural network, which needs to educate itself and to getting clever and to become more efficient. That's why this educational thing is really important. And that's why the GPUs are like the heart of the project, and it's really needed. But also, was it clear enough?
Yeah, that is very clear. And before we move on to that, when you say neural network, you are referring to artificial intelligence side of the project, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that the community understands that. Okay, so the reason why you are telling me that the reason why you guys still do the POW, which is proof of work, is because you need a GPU that's required for the artificial intelligence side, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now my question for you is, now we know that the POW and POS, they have different ways of come to consensus. How does your blockchain, is it based off the POS to come to consensus? Because POS rely on the amount of token that's staked, right? So usually the person who staked the most token gets priority on validating. And POW relied on your hardware, etc., and how fast you're able to solve the mathematical problem to earn the fees. What does your protocol do? What does your blockchain do? Is it POS or is it POW?
That's a great question, which I'll go ahead and translate to Vladimir, and he'll gonna help us with answering it because he is more deeply into technology and to the stack of technologies there. Vladimir, are you with us?
Да, конечно, можешь, пожалуйста, на русский перевести?
Yes. Вопрос такой. Так как в системе используются два блокчейна, один из них на Proof of Work, второй на Proof of Stake. И валидация, как реализована валидация в системе Юраниума, как находится консенсус, как приходит к консенсусу, потому что разные системы, разные алгоритмы используются как реализовано это в ураниуме, как вот это вот симбиоз, где они не мешают друг другу. По сути, как работает... Ну да, как работает мозг.
Да, конечно. Мы используем децентрализованные мосты для соединения цепочек. Вот. А непосредственно децентрализованные мосты работают за счет еще одного класса валидаторов, которые обеспечивают безопасность этих мостов и получают с него комиссии. Соответственно, это как еще один уровень сети, который обеспечивает мост между двумя вот этими сетями.
Okay, Seattle. So the answer is going to be like next. The main thing that connects and unites and balances both blockchains are the bridges, and these are decentralized bridges. So the validators on these bridges are balancing the algorithm that works on both nodes and allows it to be secure and to prevent the 51% attack there.
Okay, so essentially you have two different nodes going at the same time. So you have the POW and POS, two different nodes going at the same time. Correct. So you can also have the hardware, whatever that you buy, and you can mine over your POW, or you can just have a regular computer and able to validate POS. And you guys have a bridge that somehow you guys balance.
Yes, exactly.
You guys balance things from one another. Okay.
So,
all right,
brief, if you want a deeper answer, I would say that for you to understand that the blockchain, which uses proof of work, is used for educational purpose of the uranium multichain. So it educates the neural network inside of it, rather than proof of stake. This blockchain is its main goal is to maintain the transactions and to keep the balance and to see that all the transactions are happening and not any of the attacks can be allowed there. That's why it's been quite. If you read the white paper, it gives you detailed overview of how this thing works from both ends. And by the way, all the white paper and the blockchains being analyzed by Security Bofel company. So they brought a report and they made a due diligence on the project overall, and it got 100% excellent mark over the code, which they checked, which is available and open source. And also they gave 100% security reason for the smart contract, which is used in the side of Uranium multichain as well.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that, Pasha. So you guys did get audits on those blockchains as well, the POS and the POW. Okay,
exactly.
All right, that makes sense. So the POW is mainly focused on the artificial intelligence side. The POS is what is going to be the main function of consensus and validations to get the transactions through. So I would say the POS is your main side of it, correct? The POS.
Yes, depending on for the user experience, definitely it's more POS. It's where they interact mostly. But if we're talking about miners and if we're talking about neural network education and learning process, it's like a back-end thing which most common people won't see or even won't realize that it exists. But this is backed up by the really sophisticated proof of work system and blockchain there.
Okay, thanks for that. Now, since we're on that topic of your neural network that you've been referring to, can we go in depth on that, what that is, and what are you guys planning for that neural network that you guys are building out? Can you hear me there, Pasha?
Yeah, sorry, I muted. So I'll go ahead this question to Ilya and let me translate it to him, and we'll hear the answer back from him. Илья, вопрос заключается в следующем. Какое ты видишь будущее для Uranium PoW? Куда он идет? Какие планы? Возможно, немножко про social network.
Хорошо. Начнем с того, что у нас неплохой уже стартовый набор для реализации задуманного, да, то есть, чтобы, одна из самых главных целей – это, собственно, создание самой децентрализованной сети, создание децентрализованной социальной сети, децентрализованной нейронной сети, децентрализованной социальной сети и, собственно, децентрализованного мессенджера, где будет Web3 авторизация, то есть анонимность и не требуется никаких электронных почт или номеров телефонов. Ты можешь перевести, а дальше продолжим.
Okay, yes. So the main goal of Uranium was definitely to combine all these things together. As you mentioned, it's quite a complex thing. But the main goal is to bring alive decentralized neural network with decentralized social network and decentralized messenger inside of it. So why it's all needed? Why the world needs decentralized social network and neural network? For instance, if you go right now and try to generate any kind of images, for instance, in Midjourney or Stability Engine, you probably get a lot of limitations there of how you can use this technology. With decentralized blockchain, we're bringing you the ability to use the network as way as you need, so unrestricted, because your wallet is going to be responsible for what you generate and how you interact with that. And social network is going to be used mostly for storing your creatives on the platform. Давай дальше, рассказывай.
Ты просто, по-моему, дальше, да, зашел немножко?
Да, немножко рассказал просто дальше, чтобы всем было удобнее.
Но я же не понимаю, на чем ты остановился, в чем дело.
Я рассказал про социальную сеть, что она будет генерить картинки без ограничений, не лимитировать, не будет лимитирована, для этого она и нужна децентрализация.
Социальная сеть не будет генерировать никаких картинок?
Да. Не социальная сеть, она не генерируется, а хранить картинки, я имею в виду, и передавать.
Хорошо. План про социальную сеть, получается, это не просто Web3 авторизация, да, как уже было сказано, а одно из самых клевых фишек, которая сейчас существует в современном мире, это монетизация аккаунта. То есть это легкая монетизация аккаунта, когда вместе с лайком или вместо лайка пользователь, любой пользователь может отблагодарить создателя контента суммой монет. То есть авторизация по кошельку, соответственно, любой человек может любому передать какое-то количество монет, которое посчитает нужным. Это очень крутая и необходимая вещь.
So, decentralized idea of the social network also featuring the decentralized wallet and allows people to swap coins, swap NFTs, because these images or text that you're going to be generating with the decentralized AI system will allow you to use your creatives as an NFT asset. So you'll be able to exchange them, you'll be able to sell them or to collect them and to exchange using the messenger as well. So you are allowed to use these creatives of your own the way you want to do it. And the main thing why we made it like unrestricted, because as I told you, you take all responsibility on what you're creating and how you're using this content. You can copyright your generated images. And, do whatever you want for them, because that's your own assets, and they will be connected to your private wallet. Илья?
Ну, про социальную сеть немножко рассказали, да, а помимо социальной сети у нас децентрализованная сеть нейронная, да, ты просто о ней рассказал, но принцип работы объяснил или нет, я не понял.
Да, объяснил.
Чуть-чуть. Хорошо, чуть-чуть. Ну, тогда получается следующее, да, что у нас будет в проекте, это планируется игра, которая основана на трилогии книг. Первая половина первой книги, она уже написана, и, собственно, почему и зачем она вообще нужна, и книга, и игра. Давай вот на этом моменте, а потом дальше перейдешь.
Okay, so as I told you in the beginning, the whole idea of uranium was based on the whole idea of the MultiChain network based on uranium. It's a trilogy book, which was written by the Ilya itself, and the first part is already finished. And this will be the foundation of the uranium game, which is going to be available for free to all the participants. And the idea of the game is about the cyberpunk situation which happens in 53 years from now in future, where Earth is facing the problem with electricity. And so your main goal is to survive and to bring, to conquer as more land as you can. So I will not tell you the details. You can read it in the book, which is going to be available at all marketplaces in the world, like Amazon. And that's where the marketing idea of Ilya is lying inside. So his main idea is that people are going to be buying this book and they will be willing to try this game. And so that's how they will be getting into the multi-chain uranium system. And they will start using the NFTs there. They will start generating images. And that will be the marketing, one of the marketing aspects of the program that's been designed by Ilya.
Awesome. Thanks, Pasha. So before we go on, I want to make sure that, you know, we
Мы
have...
не закончили.
Давай сейчас перебивочка небольшая.
Yeah,
Cyril, you can continue,
Yeah. So let's do some follow-up questions, so that way we can understand on each topic a little more deeper.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
Right. So let's go back to the the AI generated images, like you mentioned earlier, Pasha. You know, we have other very popular programs like Journey and Dolly, right? That's able from OpenAI. That's able to almost every single program out there is originally, I mean, they get the idea or somewhat using OpenAI to do that, right? Dolly, right, which is from OpenAI. What differentiate you guys? I know you spoke on decentralization. Besides using your own wallet and able to generate images, besides that, what differentiate you guys? And are you doing this to like a NFT marketplace? Is that what you guys are doing? How does this work?
Okay, I'm gonna give you first of all a brief answer, and if it's not gonna be enough, we can ask Vladimir, and he will get more deeply explanation how it works. So as you mentioned, all this DALL-E, Midjourney, OpenAI thing, ChatGPT as well. So the idea in uranium, it goes beyond this point. So for the first interaction with people, uranium uses OpenAI API, yes, but it's only for transferring the human language into the computer commands, which are then given to LangChain system. LangChain as a LLMs, so-called, that's embeddings which are which allows the Uranium to extend the knowledge of ChatGPT and go beyond this point. So after that, the Uranium system uses the connection between multi neural networks that are located on the Uranium system, which is stability engine, as I mentioned above, which also allows you to generate unique images, and the Uranium, its own AI and neural network, which generates the text and images. So it's, in few words, it's the system which learns from itself and improves its knowledge and results, which are getting in the final way. Is that explains you?
Are you guys using current API, or is this something that you guys are building from scratch?
Подожди, я немножко уловил твой смысл. Я так понимаю, ты про API говоришь, что у нас чат-бот подключен. Это правда. Но нейронная сеть-то у нас наша.
Yes, exactly. That's what Ilya, he got the question, and so he is explaining. Yes, as I told you, the system is using the OpenAI just for the front and for the human interaction to translate it to computer code. But the neural network is Uranium own development.
Мы ее, получается, начали разрабатывать, ну, точнее, дообучать, то есть мы взяли базовые разработки, да, которые были в открытых источниках, но мы начали разрабатывать нейронную сеть еще в декабре, когда это не стало мейнстримом, это потом уже весь PinkSale был в АИ, да, мы начали этим заниматься еще задолго до этого, и с того времени мы своими силами обучаем свою нейронную сеть. Почему она нужна своя, да, именно? Потому что дальнейшая разработка, мы не можем откуда-то взять API от Midjourney или от DALL-E, там, ну, от любой другой. Поэтому нужна именно своя нейронная сеть, и, соответственно, она у нас своя, и она обучается, ну, поскольку есть сил пока.
So the main core engine of the Uranium neural network is its own development of Uranium team. The first, what lies in the beginning of development was the open source materials that we used, but then it was extended and relearned and re-educated with the unique features that the Uranium team brought to the project. And it took over a year before the AI went mainstream for the whole world, or for the PinkSale project. And Uranium team is definitely, it's a separate case where they have their own engine which lies inside of and generates with its own abilities. So it's not just a connection to OpenAI straight away and you're getting the results from there. It makes no sense for the project and for the future of the Uranium, because the only future for Uranium is going to be its own development, which the team is willing to bring and to make it open source and available to others. That's why the Uranium team also is willing to bring more developers, and why it's raising the funds to bring more developers into the project to allow their not only idea, but it's already developed beta version, which is available and you can use it to extend it to the next level.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for that clarification there. So in a way, you guys are, we can look at OpenAI API as layer one, and you guys are making improvement. building a dApp on top of OpenAI, which you can consider yourself like a layer 2, correct? So you use that OpenAI API, but then you built your own protocol on top of that. I guess we can look at layer 1 and layer 2.
Yeah, so it's kind of different. It's kind of different. Yeah, so the OpenAI, somebody's talking here. Yeah. Okay, let me try to explain once again. So the idea for the using OpenAI is only for translating the human language to computer commands. That's it. The generative process works on its own Uranium network, and Uranium network generates the images. It's not OpenAI which is having to generate. OpenAI is just for translating, and it's going to be in new releases. The Uranium is going to be removing OpenAI and we'll make it not like even we're not going to use, because we have our own OpenAI inside of Uranium, which is developing right now. And this artificial intelligence, so let's called future AGI, which can become with its own intelligence. That's a different topic which we can discuss.
Got it. Now you mentioned POSA. That you guys mainly gonna do generating images, right? And also for NFT. Are those the only focus? Are you guys planning to go beyond that, beyond images?
Yeah, let me head it to Илья. Сейчас, на сегодняшний момент, сеть генерирует только картинки, текст. Это все, что и NFT в будущем. Это все, что планируется, или есть еще мысли по тому, как система будет развиваться?
Конечно, это только базовое, ну, что-то базовое, да. Мы для чего, в общем-то, и зародилась идея децентрализованной нейронной сети. Существует множество сообществ майнеров, да, которые сейчас все еще продолжают майнить всевозможные монеты. Вот. И это огромные мощности, и, соответственно, появилась идея создать типа майнинг-пула, но только пул мощностей для обработки задач от нейронных сетей, от нейронной сети. И, соответственно, вот этим вот пулом мощностей, скопом можно будет обрабатывать не только запросы создания какой-то картинки, да, но и создать какой-то видеоролик и так далее. То есть ну, вот этих мощностей их будет уже хватать для более сложных задач, потому что сейчас централизованный какой-то сервер, он не сможет обрабатывать, ну или он должен быть там супер огромный, да? Да.
So, as the current limitations of the project is not giving us opportunity to enable the video features that can be generated with Uranium, that's why the project is looking for the miners as well to join the project. If they will provide their power, then the project can go really decentralized and will allow itself to educate the neural network, which will be generating videos as well on request. And that's the next level. So answering your questions, not only text and photos, but for the future, it's going to be videos which are also be available as tokens inside of the Uranium MultiChain system.
Perfect. Thank you for that explanation there, Pasha and Vladimir, Leah. When can we expect this to be fully functional?
As you know, it's almost 17 hours gonna be, it's only 17 hours left for the pink sale of UNM token to end. And after the initial offering is gonna be closed, we are having the process of launching, if you take a look at the roadmap of the networks and the sales on each of them, like Ethereum, Arbitrum, etc., which we'll talk about later. But what works now, as you can try, the text generation and photo generation is available for you to try right now, and that is available on as a Telegram bot, which you can connect. You can find all the instructions on the main website of Uranium project. And regarding the video generating process, the team is waiting for this. Let me ask the Vladimir actually the estimates. Vladimir, когда планируется старт подключения генерации видео в проекте? На каком этапе? Через сколько времени?
Мы планируем это включить на этапе создания пула мощностей, вот, потому что делать это до будет бессмысленно. Для этого нужна очень большая мощность.
Мы сначала планируем собрать хорошее количество майнеров в нашей PoW сети, Proof of Work сети, для того, чтобы уже какое-то комьюнити было мощное, да, и которое мы потом их уже переключаем на пул мощностей на нейронной сети, и, соответственно, они будут обрабатывать уже задачи нейронной сети и получать за это точно так же награды монеты, как... и, соответственно, мы уже исключим пустое сжигание электричества, как за майнинг.
So, in brief, and to be honest, to make the functional video generative, neural generative process is quite a sophisticated and difficult task to make actually, and it really depends on number of miners which will join the project and will bring their power. As long as the miners will come, we can see this process to speed up definitely. But my own estimate is that it might take over almost a year probably till the team will be able to switch and to enable for the public to get the experience of a video generative feature on the blockchain. In a couple of months, they might expect the alpha version, which is going to be a preview, but it's mostly for developers who will be joining the team and who will be providing the GPUs as well as a miners.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Pasha and Leah. Thanks for going in depth on that because I wanted to dive deep in that because that is part of your big ecosystem, one of the aspect that is big in your ecosystem, which is you guys call that neural network, and it's based on artificial intelligence. So I just want to make sure that I understand it and the community understands this as well. Now, another part of your ecosystem is your social network, which you put a lot of emphasis on. I want to dive a little deeper into that, the social network. You call that a social network. Can we go in depth on that? What is that like? Is it like another Facebook that is decentralized? Is it another Twitter that's decentralized? What does it entail?
Вопрос заключается в следующем. Давайте поговорим более детально про социальную сеть. И как вы себе представляете, на что она будет похожа, какой функционал она будет иметь, и что она позволит пользователям.
Я отвечу.
Володя ответит на технические, Владимир ответит на технические детали, а я расскажу, как это будет выглядеть визуально.
Окей.
Да, в общем, я думаю, что это будет выглядеть в виде отдельного блокчейна. Мы будем использовать фреймворк Substrat для создания нейронной сети и собственные палеты, на основе которых мы сможем хранить информацию.
Okay, so I'm going to be giving you answers in two ways. So first of all, it's going to be a technical answer. from Vladimir, and the next one is going to be a more user experience answer from Ilya. So Vladimir is saying that it's going to be built on a separate blockchain substrate, and it's going to have its own palettes as the technical part of it. Vladimir, продолжай.
Да-да.
Объясни, что это как вот поверху там пойдет, что над блокчейном у него не будут взиматься.
Да, в общем, примерно как это будет работать, каждой ноде можно будет подключиться к ее интерфейсу, вот, и через этот интерфейс непосредственно зайти в социальную сеть, спокойно отправить сообщение, добавить свой профиль, и этот профиль будет сохраняться также и будет доступен на других нодах. Вот.
Okay. So technically, you will be using the same way as you connect right now, using your Web3 interface, for instance, as Trust Wallet, or it might be a Metamask wallet. That's how you're going to be logging into the social network of Uranium. For the more sophisticated use, why it's going to be makes sense to use it, because as long as you can generate your own images, you're going to be issued the specific ID of the object which you can regenerate, and this specific ID will be tightened to your private wallet inside of the Uranium network. So inside of social network, you'll be able to post what you have accomplished with your unique prompting. Prompting is the way of how you ask the neural network on what kind of comments you're entering to generate this unique image. And so this whole social network will allow you to store your creatives and use it as NFTs. As I told you before, you'll be able to sell them, you'll be able to collect these assets, or you can be able to share them inside of the decentralized messenger, which is going to be used in Uranium as well. And the whole network, the main idea to make it as transparent and useful as a Telegram, but without any restrictions. And so the only control, the one person who is in control of all the assets and equity is going to be the owner of the private wallet. So when you connect, you're actually taking responsibilities on how you use the network, what you're generating. And that's how it's going to be built.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because, currently right now, we can see this type of setup, right, using Dolly and Midjourney over in Discord. There's a bunch of them where a person can come in, and that's pretty much what they're doing, is using the API currently that exists right now and able to generate any kind of image that they want, right? So your social network, you say, so it's going to be kind of like Telegram, is that what you say? So ultimately, it's going to be a place where people can socialize, they can send message to one another, like an actual social media app, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the whole idea, but also you're going to be using not the kind of stickers or emojis that provided by the network, but you're going to be able to generate your own using the AI power of the Uranium.
Скажи еще, пожалуйста, откуда возникла вообще идея этой децентрализованной нейронной сети, да? Мы слышали не так давно еще, как Твиттер блокировал даже Трампа, да, и у нас, допустим, в нашей стране, в России, да, сейчас блокируются государствами те или иные там другие. В Китае заблокировано много всевозможных ресурсов. В арабских странах проблемы.
Let me explain. Ilya is saying why this whole idea of social network appeared in first place. As you know, recently there were big issues with Twitter regarding the limitations and banning the accounts due to political reasons or to other interests you have, like which are not in tight with the company policy. So far, as you know, that's the latest news I'm telling you about. The 2 months ago, one of the employees of Twitter actually made publicly available all the source code of Twitter. And 2 days ago, Elon Musk decided to make Twitter officially open source. And they released nowadays a lot of code which explains the algorithm they're using, and also the UI and UX experience for both platforms. That kind of code is now open source, and you can use this code to build your own Twitter or social network. So the Uranium network is leveraging this issue, and the foundation of the social network lies on this Twitter. It's going to be like the foundation of the social network is going to be based on this Twitter source code, but also the messenger is going to be based on Twitter. On Telegram user experience. So this combination brings you the ability to have the familiar interface and familiar user experience which you have in everyday life, but with the power of decentralized network that cannot be banned by any kind of government or any kind of political party. So that allows you to have the free speech and to have the ability to open your mind and share what you want with all people in the world. That's the main Uranium idea which we are working together to bring alive.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, definitely. I do know about the source code that Elon Musk just put out recently regarding Twitter and how the algorithm works. The ways they show you advertisement and monetizations, etc. Okay, so you guys plan to combine Twitter with Telegram, getting the best of both worlds and making it decentralized. And when can we expect this to be done?
Let me translate that to the team. Когда вы ожидаете сделать доступным социальную сеть и мессенджер?
Это хороший вопрос. Мы ожидали при сейчас лучшем раскладе событий, если все у нас получается со сбором средств, мы планировали это где-то к лету запустить демо-версию, даже не демо-версию, а альфа-версию, да, где уже можно будет зарегистрироваться и как минимум отправлять какие-то сообщения. Это получается, что касается социальной сети. Про мессенджер мы, честно говоря, задумались совсем недавно. То есть если по социальной сети уже были какие-то наработки и есть как бы четкое понимание, да, как она должна работать, для этого нужны дополнительные руки, дополнительные команды разработчиков. То есть Владимир будет тимлидом, и, соответственно, он будет главным, да, разработчиком. Вот. Команда для этого нужна хорошая команда. Соответственно, если сейчас у нас все со сборами получается, то к лету мы точно планируем уже рабочую, хорошую альфа-версию.
Пусть переведет.
Yes. Okay. So definitely the whole project is currently based on the crowdfunding, and it's really going to be the result of the this launch on the pink sale, how it will go, and if everything goes well as the team expects, we can expect the alpha version of the social network is going to be available by in the middle or by the end of the summer this year. There you can have the experience of how the social network is like how it features, what's user experience, how it looks. You can try it yourself using Web3 interface already. That's going to be available in the summer of 2023. Regarding the social messenger, that thing is been added to the project recently, and it's not the most important part of the whole system, and it's going to be probably released after 1 year of the from now on, people talking about the time frame.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, going in depth on that social network as well. All right, now let's go back to the blockchain. As you mentioned earlier there, Leah, you mentioned how the project is dependent on how much funds you guys are able to raise on the pink cell and other chains. Currently, right now, your blockchain is done, correct? So the blockchain right now, people can build on your blockchain, right? You have the swap,
Yes.
You have the bridge, you have the explorer, and you have the wallet right now. Those are all done, correct?
Even more, yes. So as you can see now, the blockchain proof of work is done. Proof of stake is done. The blockchain for the bridge, which unites the blockchain of proof of work and proof of stake, is done. Also, which you haven't mentioned, the
Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, Ethereum.
Yes, the connection with the Binance Smart Chain, with Arbitrum Smart Chain, with Ethereum Smart Chain, and with what I haven't mentioned, those networks, it's already done as well. So far, you can also try and use the AI bots for the picture generation and for the text generation, which are available through the Telegram bots. This also is available. But the main goal for the team is to bring it really decentralized. And when the funding will be done for the project, the team is going to be working on bringing the decentralization more in depth for the neural network in the first place. For the second place,
обе сети в Metamask и в Trust Wallet доступны.
What's that? Can you еще раз повтори, пожалуйста?
Ну вот ты перечисляешь, просто он спросил, что работает сейчас.
Да.
Ты пошел немножко в сторону. Обе сети Proof of Work и Proof of Stake доступны в Metamask и в Trust Wallet. Доступны...
Сказал, да. Okay.
Сказал?
Yeah.
Два.
So Ilya is also mentioning that as well, which is very important, through the website you are able to get access to the Web3 interface of the Ethereum, of the Arbitrum and Binance chain as well, and as well as to the Uranium MultiChain blockchain there. So all of this is already done and accessible from the website. That's what, in my opinion, makes and stands this project apart from all the others. That's not just an idea that the team is willing to build, but it's halfway done project already.
Right, right. No, I did see that you guys have to swap the bridge, the basic things that a blockchain layer one would need. Now, my question for you is, we know that layer one blockchain is. Go ahead, Leah.
Не услышал, что работает стейкинг, два вида у нас.
The staking as well, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, he is mentioning that what we haven't mentioned as well. So currently, this staking is also available on the proof of stake blockchain of Uranium, where you can stake the coins towards the two things: API or liquidity. So
has anyone built anything on your chain yet, or what kind of marketing are you guys doing? Because we all know that layer one chain, there's so many of them out there, right? And to get mass adoptions, it's a little hard, right? It requires a huge capital, and also the consistency and the resiliency of just marketing this to make sure that you have developers wanting to come and build on your chain. Has any project built on this chain yet, and what is the marketing plan?
Let me forward this question to guys. Владимир, Илья, настоящее развитие блокчейна и проекта заключается в том, как много компаний адаптируют ваш блокчейн и начинают реализовывать свои проекты на вашем блокчейне. Есть ли сейчас какое-то партнерство и что-либо планируется по запуску на Uranium блокчейн?
Да, получается, в первую очередь у нас есть сейчас, ребята, да, партнеры, которые будут запускать игру, и, скорее всего, они будут это делать на нашем блокчейне. То есть это первая очередная. Но именно по партнерству. В первую очередь сейчас мы хотим, после лаунча мы хотим разместить блокчейн на 3-4 не слишком известных биржах. Именно сам блокчейн, не токен, монету BSK, там, Ethereum или Arbitrum, а именно сам блокчейн будет интегрирован уже сразу на бирже. То есть это вот прям в первую очередь. Владимир хотел что-то добавить.
Да, Владимир.
Да, я тоже хотел добавить про партнерство. Вот, Илюха сам сказал об этом.
Переводи.
Да, скажи сейчас.
Да, у нас намечается партнерство. Я тогда скажу, это Doxxed, вот. Мы с ними будем заключать партнерство по поводу игры. Они будут ее создавать на нашем блокчейне.
Okay. Currently there is a partnership of Uranium MultiChain with the Doxxed, which are going to be releasing their game on the Uranium MultiChain network. And this is just one of the projects that are starting on the Uranium network. The next big thing is that Uranium is planning to make the adoption of Uranium network into the DEX exchanges. That's the next thing as well, which is coming in. So that's it for now. So definitely, the more people will know about Uranium, the more it's gonna get partnerships. And Uranium is very welcome and very open for the companies who are willing to try and generate something on the Uranium. You can get all the white paper and documentation and access on the GitHub to the code of Uranium, and you can try yourself all the on releasing on the project on the Uranium network, and that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think you guys doing the right thing. I really think that the next stage of the blockchain is layer one, right? Because it's not dependent on anything. Right? You have so many layer two out there that's relying on the underlying technology of layer one, and you guys are building layer one. So I think that's the directions that we're heading to. Is that layer one is going to be very important for all the projects eventually. That's my belief on it. So you guys are on the right path. With that said, though, you mentioned earlier that you guys have worked on this for at least a year. Where has the fund coming from? How were you guys able to build all this out for a year?
The front end, Seattle, are you asking about the front end?
Подожди, а на предыдущий вопрос я не услышал, что ты рассказал про биржи, которые мы планируем именно интегрировать в свой блокчейн. Вот это вот я не услышал. И также в планах договориться о размещении именно нашего блокчейна для лаунчпадов на PinkSale. Они максимально дружественно к этому подходят. Мы с ними уже начали об этом разговаривать, но пока, как говорится, мы не запустились и не собрались. Об этом, конечно, еще не может идти речи, но в любом случае мы хотим разместиться для лаунчпадов именно на PinkSale. Это одно из тоже стартовых, таких вот очень мощных стартовых партнерств, которые могут очень хорошо продвинуть Uranium и, соответственно, поддерживать цену так же, как, допустим, когда нужно купить что-то в BSK сети, да, тебе нужна монета Binance Smart Chain, чтобы заплатить комиссию, да, и, соответственно, несмотря на то, что в Uranium комиссии очень низкие, но в любом случае тебе нужна эта монета, да, чтобы что-то делать и также, естественно, покупать. То есть это одно из таких вот важных начальных партнерств, это интеграция, соответственно, основного Proof of Stake блокчейна в бирже, то есть именно блокчейна, не токена, а именно блокчейна, то есть нашего блокчейна в бирже централизованной и с PinkSale.
Okay, so Seattle, I want to add something that Ria is also mentioned, which is quite important, I think. So to bring more marketing and to get the project known, Uranium is planning to make the Uranium blockchain available for the launchpads on PinkSale, which will bring more and more projects to start on the Uranium network, and we're going to be launching as the independent projects there. Regarding your question for the front end, how the guys managed to get everything in 1 year, let me forward that to Владимир. Вопрос от Сиэтла был, как за год вы успели так много сделать и разработать, как фронтенд user experience, как дела с этим обстоят сейчас на Юраниуме?
Мы не спали.
Да, мы очень много времени потратили. У нас практически весь год ушел на Ураниум, и все наше свободное время тоже уходило на разработку Ураниума.
Yeah, it's all the year round. The guys been spending all their free time.
Давай я немножко еще подожди.
On the developing of the front end and the user experience of the project as well. But definitely it took around no more or less 30%, but more they've been into bringing the technology to the market. Yeah, I also want to add something.
То есть идея вот Ураниума, она зародилась, получается, в мае 2022 года, да, и, соответственно, к лету у нас уже был готовый блокчейн, мы могли уже пойти на PinkSale, его запускать, да, на предпродажу. Но мы постоянно хотели что-то улучшить, и запуск этот откладывался, да, и, соответственно, да.
So the project, actually, the first version of the project been available back in 2022. But the guys decided to polish it and to make it really useful and without any errors, and make it more secure as well, because that's the most important for the blockchain, is to be able to stand away from the attacks, or to be as much protected as possible. And so the biggest challenge for the guys was to stop developing and to start promoting and to start bringing more marketing to make the Uranium network more public. So that was the biggest challenge, just to show what they did so far. And the guys can be proud of that.
Now, Pasha, have you guys raised any other rounds before this pre-sale currently right now?
Были ли вы что-то подняли, еще какие-то деньги до этого пресейла? Вы что-то поднимали по этому проекту?
У нас была приватная продажа на небольшую сумму для рекламы и для запуска проекта.
So there was a private sale, small for the marketing purpose and to get the advertisements running and to get this project started. So yeah, that was the only private pre-sale that was on Uranium. Before that, that's the first one which they bring to the pink sale.
And how much was that there? How much did you guys raise on the private sale there, Pasha?
Сколько было поднято на пресейле?
20 тысяч.
Мы продали монет на сумму, продали 200 тысяч монет, это 2%, на сумму $20 тысяч.
So there was sold 20,000 coins, right? Oh, how much coins? Can you repeat, please, Vladimir?
200 тысяч.
Okay, there was sold 200,000 coins for 20,000 USD. That was the pre-sale. What that was done. That's the only investments that the project got so far, and they're currently running on a pink sale.
I see. Okay, so you raised $20,000 USD in a private round, and right now you're raising money on pink sale currently live, and you're planning to raise money over an Arbitrum, Ethereum, and I think other as well. What is the total of money that you guys trying to raise, roughly?
Какую вы планируете следующие сборы на других платформах? Сколько всего вы хотите собрать, как грубо говоря, на всех блокчейнах?
Планы были амбициозные, но сейчас, видя то, что происходит на рынке, тут очень хороший вопрос.
Владимир, давай ты ответишь на этот вопрос.
Мы планировали собирать $1 миллион, но сейчас из-за проблем на рынке, минимум мы пока что не знаем, сколько у нас получится собрать, но в планах было $1 миллион.
Okay. So the goal initially was to get roughly 1 million USDT on all the blockchains for the project development going further. But as they see the situation on the market, that will show how much it will be able to raise. So far, the next round, so currently the round for the April 2, the pre-sales started on the Binance MultiChain network. On the 4th of April, it's starting on the Ethereum network. And on the 5th of April, it's starting on Arbitrum network. And after the starting of trading, it is planned to place the blockchain proof of stake on such popular exchanges as Bybit, XT, and Bitmart. So that's the answer. So.
I appreciate that there, guys. Now, you did mention there, and I did see on the pink cell listing there, that it says blockchain listing on SEX, Bybit, XT, and Bitmart. What is the status on that? Is that something that is planned for the future, or is that pretty much locked in already?
Can you repeat this? I lost you in a couple of phrases.
Yeah, Pasha, you mentioned just a bit ago that you guys are listing on Bybit, XT, and Bitmart, which those are sex exchanges. Like what is the status on that? Like, is it completely done, or is that something that you guys just plan?
Let me forward that to Tim. So, как я уже сказал, что будет запуск на Bybit, XT и Bitmart планируется. Это уже договоренный. Ну, когда это будет, да. И насколько там договорено уже.
Мы планируем это делать после листинга на PancakeSwap, да, и на децентрализованных биржах. Пока что это еще на стадии, получается, разговоров, да, и обсуждения непосредственно.
Короче, в первую очередь у нас будут листинги, естественно, на децентрализованных биржах, да, и после запуска, в любом случае, какой бы сейчас запуск не произошел, то есть не зависит от того, насколько мы сейчас соберем, будет в любом случае листинг, как я уже говорил, я просто так и не услышал, чтобы ты перевел про биржу, именно на нескольких биржах 3-4 порядка, да, будут листинг нашего блокчейна. Вот. Если мы сейчас собираемся хорошо, да, соответственно, у нас будут средства, ну, там, в первые недели, да, первые 2-3 недели уже будет возможность разместиться на какой-то из вот этих бирж. Это, скорее всего, будет первый Bybit. Да, у нас есть контакты с ним.
Let me bring it to the quick answer. So, depending on how this pre-sale will go on with all these blockchains that I told you already, like on the April 2, 4, and 5, the Ethereum, Arbitrum, and the Binance. So that depends on how fast the project will be positioned on one of those exchanges. So estimates is around 3 weeks after the pre-sale is going to be finished. If it will hit the enough mark, so then it's going to be listed on one of those exchanges like Bybit, XT, or Bitmart. But the main goal for now for the Uranium is to bring it to more as possible like DEX exchanges, decentralized exchanges. So that's the main goal as well.
I appreciate that, the clear answers there. So yeah, I mean, I totally understand. Fully dependent on how much funds you guys are able to raise on the different chains there. 100% understandable. All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys taking the time and, answering some tough questions, because this is a pretty complex project and very ambitious project. So I think those questions are needed to be answered, and I appreciate you guys going in depth on your questions. Is there anything else that you want to speak on there before we take some questions?
Yeah, thank you, Seattle, most of all, for hosting us here. It's very fun community. And yes, Илья is going to be answering now.
Я видел в чате очень интересный вопрос, мне понравился, я бы хотел на него ответить. Почему доксирован только CFO, а не SEO проекта? Вот, очень понравился мне вопрос. Потому что надо в криптовалютном мире, да, сейчас это надо обладать смелостью, да, чтобы показать свое лицо, не бояться этого, когда у тебя хороший проект. И почему именно я? Потому что в любом случае, как бы сейчас не повернется ситуация, я буду автором книг, и мне так или иначе придется все равно показать, кто я и что я.
So, Ilya said that he really liked one of the questions in the community, and he wanted to highlight it here. So, the question was why Ilya is CFO and why not a CEO of the project, and why he's sharing his faith. And he says that it's really when you totally sure about the results of the project, and when you believe in it, you're not hiding, and you're showing your face, and you can be proud of what you're doing. That's why the idea is wearing also our Uranium T-shirt with a sign, and he's as an author of this trilogy of the book that is lies inside of on the foundation of uranium. In any case, he is going to be willing to show the world what he managed to write and how his book actually elevates and translates into the blockchain thing. So hopefully we'll see it in, the book which was wrote, and he's still finishing it, but hope to see it soon in Amazon, and will be one of those people who will see how the foundation of the book became the biggest blockchain in the world one day. Hope so. And thank you guys for inviting us.
Если на нашем сайте опустить в самый низ, где представлена наша команда, там вы также найдете и Владимира.
Yeah, and you can check our website and scroll down, and you will see all the information there. So welcome to our project. We hope you get a more in-depth knowledge about what is Uranium MultiChain and why bringing decentralized neural network is so important, and that the uranium is like halfway down, so you can try everything. Right now, all the blockchains working, and the generation of images and text with Uranium AI is also available for you in the Telegram bot. So everybody, you are welcome to try it out. We hope to hear your feedback on how is it going, and we're definitely willing also to take notes on your feedback and to make the Uranium MultiChain project even more better with your help. So thank you guys. Thank you, Seattle, for hosting. You're an amazing host. And guys, you have an amazing day. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Pasha, we're going to take some questions from the community, okay? Is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, no. So before we do that, I just want to say I appreciate Leah, you doxing right now. I think that brings a lot of confidence to our community, but also it reflects you and your belief in the project, right? So we like to do AMA with people that dox themselves. That just brings another level of confidence to the project. But also another point I want to bring up is that your code is also an open source code, so I appreciate that. Everybody can take a look at the code as well. And I look forward to reading your book. I think that's actually going to be a great marketing strategy for you guys because I think education is very important, especially when you're starting a layer one like this, very ambitious. And I think people need to understand what you're about and what the ecosystem is about. So I think the book's going to be very helpful. With that said, thank you, Leah, and thank you, Pasha and Vladimir. I appreciate you guys again. Mike has been keep tracking questions. He's going to come on and read some of the questions away, okay?
Yes, thank you, Seattle, so far. Thank you.
Okay, all right. It took me a couple minutes to learn this, so I hope I say that right. But spasiba, Ilya, Pasha, and Vladimir.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get right into the text questions here from the community. First one is coming from Ro. His question is, Uranium PoS requires only 2 confirmations for transactions. He feels that this will present a security challenge when you increase the validator nodes. So his question is, how do you tackle this potential problem? And do you increase confirmations in the future? And if you do, will this affect the speed?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me take this question. We definitely worked on to make the project way secure, but also it's combination of the speed as well. As you know, the multi-chain uranium network is allowed to make 10,000 transactions per second, and to keep this frame rate to keep the speed, you need to have confirmations going really fast. So in the world where you have proof of stake and proof of work united with a bridge.
Объясни, подожди, объясни, я понял вопрос, понял, что ты отвечаешь, но очень важно объяснить, для чего это нужно. Чтобы, допустим, когда человек играет в игру и обратился, допустим, к аукциону продать свою NFT-шку, он не ждет долгое время транзакцию, она проходит мгновенно. Также он не тратит на это, никаких средств практически. Комиссии в ураниуме, они практически нулевые. И, соответственно, когда ты в игре пошел продать свой артефакт, ты делаешь это бесплатно и мгновенно, условно говоря.
Okay, so Ilya is adding very important issues as well, why the blockchain is working using the two transactions and with the sliding speed. Imagine you are building a game and you want to get the transaction and everything what is happening, like selling NFT or exchanging NFT or getting NFT inside of the blockchain like game, you will want to and you expect to be like seamlessly and very fast. And that's why you need this kind of speed and low number of transactions. Regarding the attack that is possible or not possible, that's why we implementing 115 validators that's going to be also presented in the network. And that will be way secure for the project and will be focusing on maintaining the issue of 51% attack, which which is stated in the question. So brief answer is this blockchain needs these 2 transactions per second to bring the to make the project run rapidly, fast and smoothly. And the second thing is protected by the validators that after the transaction is done, they are validating with the nodes that if everything is clear, if the blockchain is not reversed, let's say, okay? That's the answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect answer. I appreciate that. Next question is, what is
Не слышно.
and what will those be allocated to?
Oh, we couldn't hear you there, Mike.
Yes, please, Mike. Can you repeat? Yeah, we can hear you now. Can you repeat, please, the question? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The question is taxes in the buy and out, the sell. How much are they, and what are they allocated to?
Okay. The quick answer is 1%. The broader answer, I'm gonna forward that to Tim. So, налоги, таксы, которые берет сеть на ввод и вывод, какие они и сейчас, и какие они будут?
Внутри.
Внутри нашей сети Uranium Proof of Stake и Uranium Proof of Work комиссии практически нулевые. Вот. Валидаторы сами могут уставлять комиссии, и получается, какие транзакции они будут обрабатывать.
Окей, а 1% это где?
1% это на... Давай его... 1%... Я в смысле...
Давай ты говори.
1% это на любую транзакцию именно в переводах в любых других сетях, но она сейчас отключена. Она сейчас отключена до того момента, пока не начнутся торги, да, чтобы без проблем люди могли, мы могли спокойно.
Окей, я понял.
Да.
Okay, so the broader answer is going to be, so inside of the Uranium network, it's almost 0% fees for everything. And 1% is used to, if you're bringing funds from inside into the blockchain, or you're forwarding it outside of the blockchain. But this is also turned off now in the blockchain, and that's going to be turned on after the initial offering is going to be finished. So far the project runs on almost zero fees. That will allow the transactions inside of the Uranium network to make it smoothly and to make the high user adoption more seamlessly and more massive.
Right,
Mike, yeah, did you get the answer?
I did appreciate that. I was just looking through the next one here. Thank you so much for that. Coming into the next one here is, let's see, we'll take Michael Bonds. Michael Bonds has the next question, is that it's stated that one could buy and sell the NFTs. So his question is, what is the minting cost of your NFTs, and how many NFTs will you be creating, and how many different, I guess the question is, will it be multiple collections?
Вопрос понятен, или нужно перевести?
Он спрашивает, можно ли будет минтить NFT, где...
Сколько будет стоить сминтить NFT, и можно ли будет делать несколько коллекций в сети NFT?
Да, это будет, естественно, возможно, и так как сминтить NFT – это та же самая транзакция, в блокчейне, да, любое действие – это транзакция. Соответственно, комиссии очень низкие, соответственно, сминтить NFT будет минимальное количество, там 0,001.
Yeah, Mike. So regarding the minting of NFTs, yes, it's going to be allowed even to create collections, not only one, as much as you want. And the cost of minting is going to be also close to zero, because it's like the same transaction. The gas fees are made specifically the most lowest in the market. They told you to get more and more people into using the Uranium multi-chain and to adopt it. Because we are highly believers in the early adopters who are start using the multi-chain and the Uranium, and to spread a word about the project to other guys, and to bring the project as developers, for instance, to on the launch pad of Uranium multi-chain network. That's the answer, Mike.
Appreciate it. I do. So the next question is here. This question is.
Скажи, что не слышно.
Hey, Mike, you're getting cut off again there, brother.
Hold on, let me reset here. Hold on.
There you go. Yeah, we can hear you now. I think you just get a bit too far away from your mic there.
No, I can't get any closer, but is that better?
Yeah, way better. Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next question is coming in from 100 Proof here. It's let me scroll back up to it. I just lost my train of thought here. His question is about the abilities of the AI generating images. Now, will the AI generate any image? And this, what I meant is including R-rated, maybe nudity. Will that be allowed in the AI generating images?
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been explaining in the description, introduction of the blockchain specifics of Uranium, is that the whole idea is why the Uranium is bringing neural network on the decentralized platform is to make it unrestricted. That means it's not going to be restricted by any kind of laws, or it's going to be restricted by any kind of meanings or personal religion restrictions, like in many countries, etc. It's like Bitcoin. You can use it for many ways. You can buy drugs, or you can help children. Like you can buy stuff, or you can invest using Bitcoin. So the whole idea of the uranium is it also gives you the ability to generate images the way you want, like the way you like being cultured, but it's your own let's say ownership, and how you deal with this, and how you, if you want to copyright it, or you may also carry a potential responsibility for what you're generating as well. And it's as it's just a numbers and game. Let's say you have this image generated with its ID, and it's tied into your wallet. And so this wallet is responsible for what's being generated on the network. And that brings this wallet as the third, like not the third party, but actually the actual side of the case, for instance, if you want, who is responsible for what is being generated. So yes, the quick answer is it's going to be unrestricted.
Unrestricted. Amazing. Okay, appreciate that amazing breakdown there. Next question is rolling in from Vincent here. His question is, what type of connections and relationships do you have in this space? So I'm assuming this means what type of what's the word? I just lost the word. Partnerships. I'm sorry. What type of partnerships have you gathered so far and hoping to onboard?
Mm-hmm. Few projects that I have already mentioned that Vladimir is currently lead developer in the blockchain project, and also the Uranium is in partnership with the, как называется платформа DAC?
Doxxed
Coin.
Как?
Doxxed Coin.
DAC, еще раз?
Утка.
Я понял, а дальше?
Doxxed
AI.
Okay.
AI.
Yeah, sorry, Mike, for my Russian. The other project is Doxxed Coin, which is going to be building the game on the Uranium MultiChain network. So that's our two main partnerships. The other ones, I'm going to have forward this question to the team. So they're going to be expand this answer a bit more. Вопрос, как много вы знаете людей в блокчейне, и с какими проектами у вас партнерство планируется или есть?
Ну, хороший вопрос. В первую очередь мы сейчас планировали, ну, в общем-то, мы на него уже отвечали, то есть в первую очередь мы планировали это размещение блокчейна на бирже. Также важно размещение своего блокчейна на Binance, и мы планируем сейчас привлекать именно проекты, которые хотят запускаться с играми или требующие быстрых и дешевых транзакций какими-то проектами, потому что они, то, что сейчас запускаются там, ну, условно, в других сетях, это неправильно.
Okay. So the main partnerships are going to, and they are with the CX, Bybit, XT, and Bitmart. These are the exchanges that where the Uranium MultiChain is heading to be listed. It's going to be after the Pink Cell launch, as well as the connections with the Pink Cell. So the team is planning to bring the Uranium MultiChain to the launch pad of the Pink Cell, which will allow new projects to start their development on the launchpad of the uranium on the pink sale. So that's my answer and answer of the team to your question.
Appreciate that, Pasha, and that was a great answer. Appreciate that. The next question, the community question, is about your sales here. Obviously, we see that there's no vesting for the Binance sale, but will there be vesting for the Ethereum or the Arbitrum networks that you plan to have sales on? Any vesting at all?
Как сейчас мы наблюдаем на пинцеле в сети Binance Chain у вас нет вестинга. Планируете вы использовать вестинг на эфириуме на следующих сейлах, таких как вот Arbitrum, Ethereum и так далее?
То, что сейчас вообще нет, мы не планируем вводить в вестинг на инвестиции именно людей, но если вопрос коснулся токеномики, да, можно сразу пояснить, что вот эта вот вся диаграмма, эти монеты уйдут обратно, ну, они сейчас заблокированы на короткий промежуток времени, ну, потому что, скорее всего, есть такой вопрос, можем сразу ответить на него, и они уйдут обратно в блокчейн Proof of Stake, и они разойдутся на мосты, на ликвидность в мостах Arbitrum и Ethereum.
Okay.
А вестинга нет, не планируется вводить.
So the quick answer is no. The vesting is not planned on any of the sales that are planning in future. So it's important to give you a brief. Maybe it will predict the future question, how the tokenomics works on the project. So let me give you a brief info on how it's allocated now. So so totally is planned 10 million coins is going to be issued in total supply. So 11% of those coins are going for the pre-sale. It's almost 12%, like 11.6. So liquidity is taken 6.6% towards the bridges and towards the blockchain. Development is about 8% that is planned to go into the development. Yes. So financing is kept at 6%. The 44.7% going towards the bridge itself. It's important to know that this amount will allow seamless transaction between proof of stake and proof of work. So it doesn't matter which coin you own, you will have the same cost. The price for the coins is going to be uniquely and the same. It's going to be one unit, uranium, UNM, uranium coin. So the other 10% is going to be made towards staking. The 4% will go towards the CEX. The 2% will go towards marketing, and only 7% is kept unlocked. So that's in brief info on the tokenomics of the project nowadays, Mike. So I hope I answered your question.
You did. I appreciate that. And I also, as I'm going through the questions here, I see that Vladimir has actually answered quite a few of these. So I just wanted to say thank you to Vladimir for going in and answering a lot of those questions. Next one rolling through from 100 Proof here is that he sees that there is in your contract the ability to change your taxes. If this is true, what is the maximum tax that can be changed to?
Mm-hmm. Вопрос такой, если вы, у вас есть возможность менять tax, ну, то есть сколько будет брать сеть, то какой максимальный процент, ну, сколько максимально Uranium планирует взимать с пользователей?
Ну, согласно нашему контракту сейчас, нашим контрактам мостов Максимальная комиссия 9, по-моему, процентов, да?
Да, но сейчас составляет 1%. Вот, и не планируется менять.
Пока не планируется менять, да, вообще.
So the quick answer to the question is the current percentage is going to be 1%, but as you can see in the contract, it said the maximum owner can set fees over the 9%. So the 9% is the maximum amount that is allowed by the smart contract on the blockchain to be withdrawn from the transactions. So this was audited by Block SAFU audit. So you can check it also on the pink cell page of Uranium, UNM token. And you can check that there's, if you scroll towards down, you will see that owners can't mint tokens after initial deploy. Owner can't set the maximum transaction amount. Owner can't set a blacklist, and owner can't set fees over 9%. So owner can pause the trading as well, and proxy contracting token that was not found. So that's pretty sophisticated due diligence that's been done by the Block's SAFU team that brought this report there, so you can check and get more familiar with all the additional check marks, and that the project is highly protected from any kind of attacks or unpleasant behavior of the founders. So yeah, Mike, I hope I answered more deeply this one.
You did. I appreciate it. So 9% maximum, and that's it. That's the maximum you guys can change it to down the line if needed. So let's see. Next question from the community. We'll take it from Crypto Smith here. With your being a bilingual community, English and Russian, do you plan on implementing more communities such as Indonesia, Spanish, French, etc., in other languages down the line, so that way you can onboard more people to your project?
Я видел этот вопрос. Если тот, кто его задал, готов помочь с введением кого-то из перечисленных, там большой список был, если он готов подключиться и вести какую-то из этих групп языковых, то, пожалуйста, милости просим.
Yes, definitely. Ilya actually saw this question in the group, and yes, as I told you, the whole Uranium MultiChain team is very open and willing to bring the project to different countries and to the people who are speaking different language other than English. And we are very open to this one. Please write us and direct, and that you're willing to take the responsibility of handling the group on other language, and to host these events, and to be one of these moderators who are contributing towards the Uranium network, and who's willing to help us. And yes, we have a reward program as well inside of the Uranium, which guarantees that your involvement into the project will be highly rewarded. So, Mike, yes, the answer is yes.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And I hope that answers your answer there, Crypto Smith. The last question, guys, I'm going to take from the community here, and this is actually always one of my favorites as it differs from every team. So the question is, from start, from right from the beginning of this thought of the project, right until now, what would you guys say has been your biggest challenge to come?
Yeah, that's very. We actually had this question, and we realized that the hardest part for all the team was to bring the project public, because the development of the uranium was really hard thing. And as I told you a year ago, the project was already in the stage where you can publish and show it to the public, but the whole team was wishing to make it more polished, to make it more clean, more secured, and more viable. So that's why nowadays, if you ask us what was the hardest part is to finally make this stop and to start the marketing process of uranium and to bring this project to the masses, to the publicity, and to get the feedback from the crowd. So that was the hardest part.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. I actually had one more rolling through, guys, here. Sorry about that. From Bright Chris. I actually missed this one. They're talking about your P2E. It has been stated that your P2E reward will be paid to them. In your tokenomics, there's no allocation for the rewards. So where is the reward coming for your P2E, and how much will be allocated to that?
Окей. Вопрос про... Я упомянул систему вознаграждения, которую мы планируем вознаграждать тех, кто будет помогать нашей системе. Вопрос, где заложены эти деньги в токеномике. Но это в маркетинговом бюджете.
Подожди. Помогать в смысле это валидаторов имеется в виду вопрос?
Нет, это вопрос про тех, кто собирается, вот как переводить на языки на другие, участвовать, помогать проекту в формате contribution.
Ну это да, это, конечно, из маркетингового. Это маркетинговые расходы, они,
да.
Ну, как правило, небольшие.
Yeah, so the answer is that we have this set in the marketing budget. If you can take a look at the tokenomics of the project, so if we're talking about the rewards for such as was mentioned before, like translating to other languages or bringing the community, so these rewards are lying in the marketing budget. If we're talking about yes, if we're talking about rewards towards the validation or validators, that's a totally different thing. That's set in the breach tokenomics, and that's a different approach. So, Mike, that's the answer.
Appreciate it, and I appreciate the breakdown. And I hope I say it again right. Spasiba, all of you guys.
Спасибо, Mike. Yeah, thank you so much. And I must say from all our team that...
Можно я последнее дам пояснение вообще людям еще?
Я думаю, уже все, не стоит, как мы уже максимально сказали. Мы сейчас благодарим, да, ребят. So I want to say thank you guys, Mike and Ciel, for making this EMA seamless. The time flew really fast, and we spent almost 2 hours here. And I might say it was one of the most clever questions that we got on the EMA part. And we really enjoyed your work, and we appreciate that you've been happy to host us during this day. And yeah, we're really willing and looking forward to come back and to tell you our results that we made so far regarding the development and regarding what we accomplished towards the Uranium MultiChain system and whole. So thank you guys. Really appreciate your help us here.
Скажи, что я в их чате.
As well.
Я в их чате нахожусь, и они могут упомянуть меня, задать вопросы, как будет время, я отвечу.
Yeah, so Ilya is inside of your channel, and if anyone on the during this AMA still have questions left, you feel free to shoot the direct message to Ilya, and he will be very welcome to answer your questions in person. And yes, we're excited, really excited, guys. Mike, Ciel, thank you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you being here at USA
Thank you very
Crypto
much.
Group again. Pasha, you did a very good job translating, very knowledgeable as well. And I appreciate the feedback, us being, a group that asks very clever questions, like you said. You have a very complex project, and I think those questions are needed, and you guys did a great job answering them. So I think the community, they have better understanding of your project. Again, guys, this is just a AMA, not financial advice. Always do your research. With that said, though, Pasha, we like to raise awareness to your Telegram room. Is that something that you want us to do? Pin your Telegram and ask the community to go join your room, and maybe Mike pick a $10 winner over there. Is that something that you want us to do?
Yes, that would be great. So yeah, we'll help. We'll bring our Telegram group in the chat, and yes, we'll choose the winner. And yeah, that would be amazing, guys. Let me translate this into Russian. Ребята, сейчас в Телеграм-группе нужно тебе, Илья, написать нашу Телеграм-группу Ураниума, и они запинят ее в группе, и оттуда придут к нам люди, разыграем $15. Okay?
Хорошо.
Yeah, great, Mike. So Ilya is preparing to enter our Telegram chat there, community. So once again, thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, looks like Johnny just pinned your Telegram there. So make sure you guys go there. And I know there's a lot of questions that Vladimir has been answering through the whole AMA session. So I appreciate him doing that. But guys, go over there, be part of the community. The team is ambitious. The blockchain is done. Open source code that you can actually look at the code. That's actually very important. The team is Doxxed. They have their social network coming up. They also have the what's the other one? The AI generating aspect of it is coming up as well. So very ambitious platform. And it looks like they got the layer 1 done already, which is very important. And the pre-sale is going on right now live on PinkCell. And we will pin that as well after this. Looks like you guys did raise a little bit during the AMA there. Again, guys, you guys did an amazing job, and I appreciate you guys again for coming here at USA Crypto Group.
Thank you so much. So we really appreciate being here. Everyone, have an amazing day. I hope you're gonna check Uranium MultiChain website and do your own research and see how much we accomplished so far, and definitely get taste of our blockchain, connect with our wallet, and we're gonna be happy to see you around. Thank you, guys.
All right, so with that said, we're gonna do a little drawing, cash winner of all the participants. You guys can stay and see who wins, or you guys can leave, but Mike's gonna come back on and we have some cash to give away for the community.
All right, here we go, guys. We had a great AMA today. We had a great amount of participants. With that being said, we have $20 to give away on the wheel. I'm going to follow up with the best question, sift through all the questions between Telegram and Twitter, and I'll award an additional $20 on that as well. We still have the Twitter giveaway going on. It's $25 to win there as well. All you got to do is like, share, retweet, and follow. And very simple, and we'll go over there and pick another winner as well. To follow up after this, as you guys most of you guys know, I'm going to post this up on YouTube as well and have an additional $15 possible winning there. Now, Vladimir, Pasha, I'm going to upload this to YouTube and get you guys a copy ASAP as soon as we're done here as well. And we'll have it for your records. And I appreciate you guys coming in and giving a beautiful
Thank you.
breakdown of
Thank
the
you. It's
project.
going to be amazing.
100%. Let me shuffle this up, guys, and see if we can't finally pick Seattle off the wheel here.
Если важно мое мнение, то мне больше вопрос всего понравился про то, почему только один доксированный.
What did you say there, Pasha?
He's saying if it makes any difference, Ilya wanted to share his favorite question that he received is regarding why he is CFO, why not CEO of the project, and why he's sharing, why he's so open and friendly and sharing his face here on the project. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I've seen that Vladimir actually answered that as well, so I appreciate that. All right, so Eric Crypto, you're the winner of $20 here on the wheel. Congratulations, out of 195 total on the wheel. That was a great AMA tonight, and that is it for that. I'm going to go through everything else as well, get this all posted up and pinned shortly, and get you guys a copy as soon as I get it uploaded to YouTube. So it won't be too long. And I appreciate you guys coming in, giving a beautiful breakdown of the project again. And one last time, I'll say spasiba.
Спасибо, Mike.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, да. Всем пока.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you. Goodbye.
All right. We'll see you again.